Yo, what's good, y'all? How you doing? How you feeling? How was your day? Shit, how's your week? You know what I'm saying? Did you learn something new about yourself? Did you get closer to your goals? Word. If so, I'm proud of you. Happy for you. And I'm happy you clicked on this video. Today I want to talk about energetic currency, or the different types of currencies. Outside of money, there are different types of currencies. There isn't just one sense of currency. Off the dome right now, the ones I know are for sure currencies, something that you can give to a person or you can get from a person. Things that you can basically a source, or we'll just say a thing. A thing you can use to a thing you can use to basically the best way to explain it, the way you perceive. If you know what currency means, that's basically what it is. Currency, at the end of the day, currency is currency. Something I give you, in return you give me back. If I give you this thing, this is my currency, I'm giving you this. You know what? Matter of fact, I'm not even finna try to guess this shit. I'm finna look it up, bro. Fuck trying to do all that, though. Should have came more prepared. That's my bad, y'all. Okay, anyways, the fact or quality of being generally accepted or in use. The term gained currency during a system of money in general use in a particular country. Hold on. I want to use it in this context. It says a currency is a standardization of money in any form in use or circulation as a medium of exchange. So let's take out money. A standardization of energy in any form in use or circulation as a medium of exchange. Think about it like that, okay? Now, again, money is the first example. To be honest, it's one of the greatest examples. Money is the first example of currency, or one of the greatest examples of currency, because it's physical. It's a literal physical egregore. It's a literal physical manifestation of the energetic form. Money is not just physical, it's also energetic. 9 times out of 10, the people with the most money, or the people that get the most money, the reason why they get it is because, one, they're very good at keeping it circulating, so that they can get more and so they can grow within. So you notice that 9 times out of 10, you notice like the most richest people, they not flashing a lot of shit. They not, doing a lot with their money. Like, they might have good possessions, but at the end of the day, the most wealthiest people, they have pretty average minimalistic clothing, minimalistic ways of being, very simplistic ways of being. That's because majority of their money is going right back to them, either going back to themselves, their families, to help themselves or their families or their community, or is going right back into making more money. It's circulating instead of keeping it, because what some people will do is they'll hoard their money, they'll hoard it. And there's nothing wrong with saving. I believe saving is important, but saving with an intent. So saving with an intent that, oh, I'm going to go spend this to go circulate it, or I'm saving this to have an emergency fund type shit, like just to have a back burner. This will help me, regulate and help my root chakra so that doesn't be out of balance. But keep an emergency fund type shit, But as far as when it comes down to just spending money is literally supposed to be spent. Any form of currency, energetic currency, spiritual currency is meant to be spent. So again, money. So boom, right? It's if you hold on to it, it tends to you tend to don't get a lot if you hold on to it. I'm not a hold on to money ass nigga. My issues when it came down to currency was spending it. So when it came down to money, it was a lot of spending. And it was coming from a place of me earning this. So I felt like I should buy whatever I want because I didn't have whatever I wanted when I was little. I had to, So when I finally earned what I got, I would go spend it on things that I wanted because that inner child in me wanted to, So when it comes down to spending it, you spending it, but you're not spending it on the right things. So imagine this kind of goes hand in hand with the game ism. So it's like, imagine money is kind of like a woman for the players out there. Like, if you are clinging onto your woman, if you're literally, what is it called? What is the call? Being overprotective. You're clinging onto her. You're saving her. You're saving the money. You're clinging onto it like it's gonna run away from you. That shows scarcity. And at that, it's being too clingy. The money's gonna look at you like, nigga, you owe me too much. Like, get the fuck off me. So you're not gonna get it as, And then imagine you spending it. Imagine you careless with it. Imagine you just, you know what I'm saying? You just carelessly spending it. You're not intentionally using it to help you again or help you or make you grow. Eventually, you're not going to have no money to spend because you keep spending it. You keep spending it. And then eventually that shows irresponsibility as well. Like, you just spending it on bullshit. You're not spending it on nothing that's going to help you grow or to heal you or to put money, to keep making you money. That shows irresponsibility. And like I said in the last video, you don't get big amount of money being irresponsible. Being responsible shows money that, I can keep giving more of myself to this person because they're very responsible. They know what to do with me. But when you finally come to a standpoint where you can look at money like you respect it, basically. You respect it and you look at money as it should be. It's here to help me grow. It's here to help me grow. It's here to help circulate and to improve my life. This piece of energetic currency is here to help me improve in life and also to help me make more. So this is why you always, recently this year, I've learned so much about, money, and this specifically circulating your money is what I learned, at least from these last 2 years. I've learned about circulating your money. And a lot of time you'll hear, you should have an account for your emergency fund. This will help stabilize your life. This will help you say, okay, if anything happens, I'm always good. This will help your root chakra because then you're not moving out of survival. You're not moving out of, oh shit, what if this happens? And then, you know what I'm saying? It helps you stabilize that. So when you have an emergency fund, you cool and you got some money saved up. Now, you also put some into your investments investments such as yourself, an investment such as yourself. So that goes into what you eat, eating healthy, um, herbs, um, um, what you put on your body as far as body, healthcare, body works, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like this. Wellness is investment. Invest into your body so you can be able to get the most out of your human experience, basically. Investing into your body so you can be the most optimal when you're moving around. And then investing back into getting some more money. Investing it back in and back into the stock market, or invest it back into your business, or invest it back into whatever you're doing to make more money. This is what helps it circulate. You see what I'm saying? So you have one that's saving it. So you always got it. So you don't have to go through that survivalist mindset. It's stabilizing your root, right? Then you have one that's going to help you with your body itself, right? You're investing that money back into yourself. So it's ultimately bringing you even more energetic currencies from within, because a lot of energy currencies outside of money is an external energetic currency. There's a lot of internal energetic currencies that we have on our own. You can use money to be able to invest in within yourself, to make yourself healthy, to make yourself grow, and ultimately, basically investing into yourself and investing into your health. Health is wealth. And then, yes, investing in your wealth, investing back into money, investing that money to make you more money, flipping your money. So that's money. That is energetic currency when it comes down to money. Now, when we talking about another one I'll mention is emotional. I actually use life force energy. Life force energy is basically the universal energy within us men. Women, I don't know. I'm not too sure if women have it. I'm not gonna lie. I've learned that mainly that us men have this life force energy, is our semen. This is very vital for us men to even create empires. And this is why it's such a market for us men to spill our seed without ever earning it. So easy to spill our seed, i.e. Pornhub, corn. So I say this one is very important because your life force energy can be, again, spent carelessly, spent wisely, saved, hoarded, and basically circulated right back into you. Just as the same as money. So imagine this. Your life force energy. We'll start off by carelessly spending it. Carelessly spending it looks like you jacking off all the time. I had previous problems with this in my past. Jacking off, carelessly oozing out your seed and your life force energy into a towel or a sock, which has no value into nothing, and it's cooking your brain. Careless, soulless sex with no, just careless sex. Basically, what is that? What do they call it now? Pointless sex, I guess you could say. Just fucking around. Now, I'm not saying you gotta be in a relationship. You gotta save your energy until you go put it into making a baby. But what I'm saying is, if you gonna decide to have sacred energy exchange with a person, you have to understand that is potent energy that you and another person is having. So, yes, it can be used to make a baby, but it can also be used for both of y'all's creation in anything. That is pure manifestation energy. Sacral energy exchange, that is creative manifestation energy. Y'all can create literally anything just using the intent of sex. But it's not enough, right? Because you can be on that type tip, but the woman is not. You have to literally be with a person that is on energetic match. Basically, y'all both eating healthy, y'all both on a high vibration, y'all both know each other more than just surface level. Y'all are intellectually having intellectual intercourse. Y'all are stimulating each other back and forth very intimately, and emotionally, spiritually, all these things. These create a meaningful sex on top of tantric sex, which I'm trying to learn, but this creates meaningful sacral energy exchange. But that's how you use the currency or expel the currency wisely. Now we can talk about hoarding it, saving it, but not using it for nothing. This is what a lot of people in like the red pill space will do. They'll tell you to save it, but they won't really tell you why you should save it. Or they'll tell you save it for another woman, save it to just go bust again, which is bad because a lot of time this will turn a man into an incel. Like, he just won't get no play. He won't get nothing. He not really using it for nothing. So all that energy, all that potent energy is being basically built up, and it's pent up, and it's damn near like pressure. And they're not probably doing the right spiritual practices or nothing to use that to rise back up within up their spine, up into the land of milk and honey, and it's not getting to where it needs to go. So imagine all that pent up energy down where the root is, and it's just standing there. It's damn near like when pressure is being put into a pipe. It's like basically pressure busting into pipes. This is where grapists and fucking incels come from, because they don't have the right spiritual techniques, spiritual practices to raise that energy, or to use that energy to charge it to certain to specific areas. But yeah, it induces a lot of rage. I remember when I was first doing this shit, probably back when I was like 17, 16, when I first discovered semen retention. I didn't really have a spiritual practice to use to raise it. At this time, I was just getting into like holistic health, all this. I was eating very healthy. Or no, I wasn't. I'm lying. I wasn't eating healthy, but I was getting to like meditation. Like, this was my first time meditating. This was my first time doing all this shit. But I ended up falling off all these things, but I ended up keeping the semen retention because I realized that it's a very potent energy. But one thing I realized was I was becoming more and more angry and reactive, and I realized my root chakra was being unbalanced because I was not rising that energy or pushing it to somewhere. All right. So hoarding that energy is all the way cooked. You gotta know, use some spiritual practices, eat better, to rise that up, to rise the kundalini, to have an enlightenment experience, to ultimately get that oil up to the pineal, to secrete to get to the land of milk and honey, and open up that golden lotus. You know what I'm saying? Get it away from the spider lily, and then rise it all the way up to the golden lotus so it can bloom. But that's hoarding. And then saving it is more or less, you know what you're gonna do with it. You are abstaining for a moment, or you're going celibate and you're saving it for the moment to charge it into, again, opening that golden lotus, or charging it into building something. But then the last one I want to put is charging these things to either gain enlightenment, or charging these things to manifest or build what you want in this reality. Those two is how you actually use the currency without actually without it leaving your body. So you don't have to ejaculate, basically. This is what the life force energy is really used for. It's for creation. That's what it really is used for. Either creating your reality, creating a baby, creating something with somebody else, with outside of a baby, obviously. Um, you know, gearing it towards enlightenment, gearing it towards, raising your kundalini, getting it up from the spider lily all the way up to the golden lotus. These are the things that it's used for. Again, this is the energetic currency of life force energy. You have to look at these energies, a lot of these energies, as currency. Your attention is another form of currency. And that one's being played on all of us, not just, but it's being played on all of us. I personally, I realize my attention gets grabbed super quick. Was grabbed super quick by TikTok. Once I re-downloaded the app, it was gone immediately. My attention cooked. So I had to put up barriers and boundaries around the app. Make sure I had to discipline myself around the app. So I made sure that I'm consuming less and giving my attention less to the app, and I'm creating more. I wouldn't say I'm struggling with that right now, but it's just an integration phase. So my personal thing is, with the app, I just make sure I got that bitch on restricted mode from 3 p.m. to 8 a.m. Or, my bad, hold on. My bad. No, I'm tweaking. 3 a.m. to 8 p.m. There we go. I was tweaking. But attention is another thing, is another form of currency, or energetic currency. Your attention is your power. Where attention goes, energy flows. Your energy is your power, and that is your attention. Your attention is your energy, your power. So if your attention, your power, is going into, let's say, the latest beef, or the latest bullshit, energy siphoning, whatever, you do realize that your energy is basically being used for nonsense. It's not used to help you grow, or to help you build, or to manifest. Is being used for nonsense, or is being used for somebody else's gain. It's the same thing as when you bussing for no reason. It's being used for no reason. It's your shit being used for no reason. Or when you spending money recklessly on bullshit, it's being bullshitted recklessly, being used for no reason. This is why it's very important to put a lot more energy within and towards your endeavors than it is to put it into other matters, especially negative matters. I wouldn't say you have to put it all. I say the most important thing is to not put it into things that are very energetically negative or energetically taxing. Things like beefs, I don't know, like things that you would consider negative. If it's negative to you, if you feel like it's negative and it just don't got no type of positivity to it, it really is no point of you consuming it, unless it's like some serious shit, I guess you could say. But when you use when you use that attention, your energy, your attention, and you put it back into yourself, you build, or you put it back into what you're building, that in turn has a return that has a return on its investment. You're investing your attention into yourself or into your whatever you're building, and eventually you're going to get a return on that investment. Same thing if you're putting your attention on bullshit and negativity, you're going to get a return on that investment. You're going to start seeing that within your reality. You're going to start seeing that within your mind. So you just got to understand, like, all forms of energy technically are currencies. Again, a currency is a standardization of energy in any form in use or circulation as a medium of exchange. At the end of the day, that's why sex has exchange at the end of it. Exchange, sacral exchange, or sacral energy exchange. It's an exchange when you dig what I'm saying? So, man, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Y'all be easy. Y'all be smooth, man. Stay safe, stay dangerous. I love y'all. Deuces.